you know, that's hyperinflation. We don't want to have you know, Zimbabwe economy. So, but you know, we're gonna vote on things every 3 months from now and shape the system as we go along. So I think, you know, we are down to 9.5% inflation with the next fork, and that gives us at least 3 months of planning the next economic steps. And that's important.
Right, and with this nice news about the inflation, we are live, and this is an evening in Golos with Golos in English, and we heard now an opinion of fear about what's gonna happen with the economy of Steam. We will speak about it in a second. I'm Suraj and myself, as you guys already know. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to first have a very quick review of the past week, what happened, and what have we've been speaking. Last time we met, actually, by the way, we spoke about Steam Fest. We spoke about the new tags on Steam. So there were some very nice opinions about those. There were some positive things, some negative things. So it's nice to hear that people do have their own opinion, you know, whether just they don't follow the system. That's what decentralization is all about, I think. So let's have a quick recap of the past week. We had a marketing episode, which we spoke about our achievements so far. We heard answers from some of our top investors on the ICO, from Synergen and from Avalon, on why did they invest in Golos and what do they plan to do. Then we had another episode for new users, which we explain how to use Steam Stats. We had an episode with witness Azot88 interview about his potential witness. Then we heard also answers from another top investor, TestZ. Then we had our author tag of the week episode with our weekly picks, and we have a new topic to write in. If you follow in weekly tag, then I think their topic is animals or pets or something like that. I think if you're into that, so you go ahead and check it out. And then we had two nice episodes. That was yesterday and the day before. The day before yesterday, we had a special position and strategy episode, which brought up many questions. We had all the Golos dev team. We had some of our top investors here, and most of the witnesses. We had a big discussion about the correct culture, how to attract financing via development, how to achieve results, how to position where we go, how to position the platform, how to divide between the blockchain Golos and Golos.io as a client. And then we spoke about soon after the ICO ends, we need to pick a dev team. So people we're going to have voting for that by the whole community instead of just doing it via the witnesses. Probably everybody will vote for those people because basically this will be the new dev team for the next 1.5 or 2 years unless they do something bad, you know. So I think everybody should have a say in that. And then yesterday we had a very interesting episode. We had a girl special. We had 10 girls here live and then another 10 girls on YouTube. So I think eat that. All other cryptocurrencies who don't have girls in their communities. We had 20 girls, and they're all nice, good-looking ladies who can share their thoughts about crypto economics and the platform as in general. That was very interesting. And Anna, my co-hostess, she's here with us today. I don't know if she's going to say something to us or not, but she is here.
Oh yeah, hi guys. I'm here.
Hey,
Glad to see you and hear you now.
Yeah,
Hello.
nice to hear you.
Yeah.
Nice to hear you.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, everybody's gonna jump and try to say hi to Anna now.
Everybody.
You see, this is how girls make crypto popular. This is great. So nice to see that we have a lot of new faces here today. It's actually most of you I know, either from Steam or from other places, but we haven't seen you around on the Golos Hangouts, which is good. We do have a new time schedule in which we're gonna switch to a 2-week schedule instead of a week schedule. We're gonna make it more interactive, and I think the English Hangouts are they're gonna be once every fortnight instead of once a week. But it's okay, you know. We understand that everybody is busy and they have other things, so we don't steal all of their time. And in fact, I didn't plan anything special to speak about today, and it's good because I see a lot of people. That means there will be more questions and more things to discuss. Plus, we have Fear with us, who's running his own show on Discord, which is called TeamSpeak, and I'm sure he's not gonna. He's gonna have some questions for sure. If I don't have anything to speak about, I'm sure he will make me speak. So that's nice when I have somebody like that. Plus, we have other guys who I'm sure everybody can ask any questions. So basically, what I want to say, this is a free-for-all hangout. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and shoot, basically, guys, and I will try to answer. Or maybe anybody else will try to answer.
Well, I can open it up with a question.
Go on, Nate.
As the Golos team, do you plan to focus more on the front end, the client of Golos, or the back end, the daemon of Golos?
Okay, that's a good question. I will try and answer that. Well, first of all, let me say that straight ahead. Right now, I'm the community manager. Right now, I'm not on the dev team, although after the 3rd of December, like I said, we are going to pick a dev team for the next 1.5 years. And so far, okay, I don't wanna jump ahead, but it looks like I will be on that team. And I don't want to jump ahead, you know, things, but yeah, okay, thanks for the support there. It looks like I'm gonna be on that team, and I can say now that I do have the budget in front of me, and the way that the answer is both. We want to plan 2 C++ people who will work with us full time, and 2 front enders as well. So that means both. We want to go both ways at the same time.
Wonderful. That'll definitely definitely be good for the ecosystem. And
yeah, well, people like you, you know, this is people like you in the community who can help us and try to tell us where to go. I mean, our idea is to focus on analytics, so we can judge where to go. Because I don't know if I should say that, but I know that well, let's say just that I've heard from somewhere from certain people that I know that on Steam they haven't been following the analytics until recently.
yeah,
And I think it's a huge mistake because we've made the same mistake. We've been sure that we set up all the analytics and then realized 2 weeks into the platform that we didn't set it up. Somebody fucked up a bit, so excuse my French over there. But
English hangout, no French.
and as soon as we set it up, we realized, like I was saying before we went live, that daily or once per 2 or 3 days we have 2,000 to 3,000 rejections, which is ridiculous. And we want to understand why those people cannot finish the registration or why they don't want to use the platform, which is really bad. I mean, we're missing on potential, you know, like 500 to 600 users every couple of days that could potentially come and join us. So, okay, the number is not certain. You know, this is only a judging kind of intuition kind of thing. But I can see on the analytics how many people do reject, and that's a lot. We're talking 3 figures and sometimes even 4 figures daily.
So, would you guys at Golos consider, you know, moving to another area other than just blogging, like maybe focusing full time on another client other than Golos.com, or do you see that as your main job is like improving the Golos client for blogging?
I'm sharing with you right now a link on the chat here, blockchain.golos.io. And this is a website that has already been put up by our dev team. It hasn't been hasn't had the binary releases yet. What it is, it's a website. As soon as it's finished, the website is already running, so you can already. I think if I misspelled it, if it doesn't work, tell me, and I will go. And you know what? I will because I'm sharing my screen. I will go on it. This is gonna be the smartest way to do it, I think. and I will explain what it is. It is in Russian, obviously, but you know, we are sort of we are concentrating more on the Russian-speaking people rather than everybody. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to go that way afterwards. But basically, what I was going to say is what it is a website, constructing website for anyone who wants to create his own client based on the Golos blockchain. It even has a video how it works. Basically, you press this button. Now it's not going to happen. Nothing is going to happen now because it hasn't had releases yet. But to answer your question, for us, we have it a very big separation for us between the blockchain and Golos.io. Blockchain is one thing, and Golos.io is only one single website.
Yeah.
Which is a point of entry to our system. So our idea is as quickly as possible to create as many clients as we can. Maybe not us. Maybe it's going to be a developer that's going to come and say, all right, you know what? Today we want to create tits.io, and this is going to be for porn and for whatever. I don't know. I mean, this is only an example, right? But
yeah, I understand. I was just asking if the Golos team specifically is going to work on other clients, or are you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't have it in our budget. We're planning to support it, but if somebody comes with a very great idea and says, guys, for example, we have Pavel who presented Steamstagram on. Okay, it's not a different client, but he presented Steamstagram on Steamfest. And he's doing Golosstagram as well. And if he has the need for financing and he's going to ask for the help of the Golos dev team, and we have the time and the financing to do it, then why not?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Okay, I see you shared the link there.
Oh no, I didn't mean to. You didn't need to click on it, but
no, but it's.
it
I will click on it. Okay, I think I know what it is.
Yeah, it's just it's another client for Steam that I'm working on.
That's great though. And how far ahead are you?
I mean, it's been kind of stagnated because now I have other responsibilities, but I can probably release it. Like if I continued to work on it, I would probably be able to release a Golos and a Steam version. You know, in like a week or something like that. So I don't know. But yeah, I was just saying because you were talking about other clients, so that's what I just.
I see where you're heading with it. Well, let me ask you a question first. You said you're working for Steam now, right? The Steam team.
Yeah, I work for Steam. Yeah.
And what do you do?
I'm an intern. I'm an intern under Mike Vandenberg, so I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about, but basically, right now, at this moment, I'm doing continuous integration scripts.
Nice.
It's my first week.
Okay, all right, good luck with that anyways. And in 2 words, what is the client going to be based on?
Peep, the client?
Yeah.
Oh, in 2 words, Instagram.
All right, so this is basically. Have you seen though Instagram by the guy called Pavel on Steamfest? He presented.
Steamstagram?
Yes, Steamstagram. Yeah.
Yeah. We talked and we didn't know that we were doing the same project. So, but yeah, it's okay. I think.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
So are you going to combine now, or are you still going to work on separate projects, or what?
I think I mean, we haven't really talked about combining, so I don't know if we're going to combine, but I don't think we're competing either. I mean, I think we're both working towards the same goal. In fact, if I might, once he releases his project, I might talk with him and see if he's open to having kind of a community standard so that my client and his client view the same content, you know, which would be really cool. Whoa,
I
this
think
just
that
got,
would be cool.
someone just opened up the live stream on there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I was looking if there's any. Usually, there's some people chatting on YouTube as well, so because it's live, so I'm just checking out if there's any comments every now and again. Don't get scared when you see a few live streams inside another live stream inside another live stream.
Look at him looking at himself.
All right. Anybody else has any questions, guys?
I have a question if you can hear me.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Mohammed, of course.
I'm curious about your attitude towards implementing something like sub-steams or sub-goloses, you know, with their own token, their own rewards pool, their own monetary policy. It would give...
Can you open it up a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, my cat, would you mind if I interpreted what you're saying? Because I know what you're talking about.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, he wants basically individual subjects to have their own smart contract for how much is distributed and what the token is and everything like that for each.
Yeah, and just to give it the purpose behind it, you know, Golos has splintered off of Steam, of course, because of the language barrier, right? And you don't want the whales in Steam to curate the Russian-speaking sub-Steam. And so it makes sense that you make your own blockchain, your own site. But it would consolidate the users of different groups if they were allowed to splinter inside the environment. So having subgroups with their own token, their own curation, and that way you could keep people in the community, so to speak.
I think if I understood you correctly, I will try to answer. If I'm going the wrong way, then you can stop me and fix me up where I'm going. For example, first of all, let me say that in the long run, we're actually looking. I don't know. I'm talking about like 5, 6, I don't know, 7 years time. We're actually looking for reconnecting with Steam and with every other single client that will be based on graphene, and you know, all we hoping, you know, for one day. I have a dream, you know, that speech, that we will see this huge multi-sig client where Steam and Golos uses, and the Chinese whatever it will be called, and the Korean whatever it will be called, will be able to connect and use it. But we're talking about far away. So let's get back to reality. For example, tomorrow I'm off to 80s disco in Moscow, and I'm not bragging up. I was gonna say that before that I have a meetup with a guy who's running a Russian website. They have over 300,000 users. It's a website. They give free stuff to each other, and he connected me and he said, we want a second client with our own economy, with our own token, but we want to build it on your blockchain. So, for example, I have a meeting with him tomorrow, and I don't know what's going to come out of that, obviously. I'll be offering him my things. He's going to say his ideas. So I don't see why not. I don't see that what you say, I don't think it will cause any harm. I can only see it as developing.
Yeah, I think it's an essential feature to compete because eventually someone is going to do it. And if we look at Reddit, they have done it. They have subgroups in all categories. They have almost 1 million different subgroups. And that's what they're thriving from, that people can go into their own subgroups and talk about and curate what they really know about. You don't want the whales of the main Steam to curate a channel about chickens. You want only the people who are really interested in chickens to be able to curate that content.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I think this is why we are so far. How to say that? What's the correct English word for that? We are pressing really hard each other, all of us inside the dev team and all the developers who are around Golos. We want people to create other clients. We want it really, really quickly, because we really think it will we understand that people that, like you say, want to post chicken. So for example, me that posts poetry or whatever, we don't want to make, if you look at, I'm not religious, but if you look at the Bible and you see where they build Babylon, and then, people, what I'm trying to say, people are not meant to live from different races and who speak different languages. They're just not going to be able to live together forever. So what I'm trying to say is that people of different interests, they have sub-communities, exactly like you say. And I think that is the correct way where they will be able to build their own client, go out there and maybe have, a similar, something, it's the same thing, but running on the same blockchain, but the status of the client will be a bit different.
Yeah, this has to be supported by the blockchain in order for people to make it work.
Of course. Yeah,
and,
so I think...
And another advantage I just want to mention, when you create these substeams, you can sell them for your Golos. And so people who want to get, for example, a popular substeam like philosophy, they will have to pay for it. And that way, and they launch an ICO internally in the blockchain, and the people use Golos in order to be part of the ICO of that particular substeam. That creates a demand for your tokens, and it creates it pushes up the price, right?
It's funny you say that, because like I said, we had a strategy episode special, and one of the guys, it's exactly what he said. He said, apart from developing and then coming as an apart from asking money for development, we can develop and then sell, which is another option. It's exactly what you say right now. And it's funny when you talk about philosophy as well, because I was on the phone. I had a phone interview a couple of days ago. I will publish it soon in Russian, obviously. Maybe I will translate it to English, because I think this information is really important. So I will probably translate it and repost it into Steam as well. I took an interview from, I will now try and say her position in English. Let me just think. She is the head of cyber security for Russia, and the working group that's working for to see what to do with cryptocurrencies. And also she's a member of the Senate, of the Russian Federal Senate. And 2 days ago I had a very interesting interview with them. And she said one of the last things that we came to what we spoke about was that she said that I'm really interested, that she's interested in our platform, in not her specifically, but their working group that's from the government. They're working together with all those doctors of economy and all those lawyers and so on and so on and so on, and all those professors. It's about 300 or 400 people that come from different fields, different universities, and they would be very much interested in having such a place where they could combine the knowledge and and help people to develop cryptocurrency, and together with the government find some solutions. Okay, maybe it's not, I don't know how good I'm explaining this right now, but it's more or less follows what you say, because I can see the correlation from where you're talking about. Okay, so guys, anybody else? Any other questions? Roland, I see you took a shower there while you were away with us. Okay, guys, so what else? Yana, if you're gonna say something there?
No, sorry, I was just unmuting my mic.
Okay, I thought you were gonna jump in there. So yeah, this is a kind of a difficult thing I've been trying to explain now about this interview, and I guess that's it's a bit hard to put my thoughts together, because the interview was in Russian and it was like a 30-minute long interview. But I really do want to translate that info into English and post it on Steam, because I think people would be interested in that.
I have a question with respect to trying to get your token on exchanges.
Mhm.
What fronts are you working on there? Do you hope to get on the major exchanges or?
And to be honest with you, it's not my part that I'm not dealing with it. There's other two guys that this is their task within our group. But I know that two local exchanges, which are quite small. And when I say quite small, they're quite small. One is a Ukrainian-based exchange, and another one is, I think, is a Russian-based exchange. Oh, okay. You cannot have a Russian-based exchange today because it's not exactly legal to have an exchange based in Russia. But it's basically run by Russian users. They already accepted the token. It's Liqui and Kuna. They are really, really small exchanges. So I don't know if you want to check them out, of course, just go ahead and check them out, though. And but I know the guys are working on it. And to be honest, I don't see any reason if we have a market cap over, like, let's say 1 million USD, of why wouldn't major exchanges accept us. We have as well. When the guys, when they initially developed the funds, they put aside, I think it was a few million tokens on a user called Golos China, and it was an order in case. It was in case. It was actually explained in the preview on Steam in English, and basically it was done in case that a Chinese exchange enters the game, so we can give them, like a big exchange enters the game, and we can give them the tokens quickly. But obviously we haven't seen anything so far, but it doesn't mean that it's only for Chinese exchange. If it's going to be, let's say, Bittrex, and they say, okay guys, we're ready to enter, but we need so and so, we can do it. We have the instruments to do it. But I don't see any particular reasons why wouldn't other exchanges accept the token if everything works fine. And I don't see for now, I don't really see anything why it wouldn't work fine. I am not as optimistic maybe as I should be. Okay, maybe I'm optimistic, but I'm a realist. So I'm not hoping. I'm hoping, but I'm not expecting like a 10 million USD market cap. Like, not tomorrow.
With respect to the monetary policy, we saw that Steam had some problems giving out a bit too much to content creators in the beginning, maybe. I had a proposal about limiting based on your Steam power or Golos power.
What do you mean by that? Can you expand?
The maximum reward, let's say, for example, it's limited to 200% of your Steam power investment's value. So that if you start out with $10, you could maximum be paid out $20.
Margaret, your mic is a little bit going fuzzy. If you
Sorry,
can,
I don't know if I can do anything.
Oh, okay. No, go on. We can hear you. We can still hear you, though. We can still understand you.
Yeah, so basically the idea is simply to limit the maximum payout to 200% of your Steam power holding value.
But what would it give us in the sense of, let's say we can offer that and see how the community reacts to that, but what would it give in an economical? I think I'm missing that.
It would prevent producing too much Steam-backed gold or Steam-backed dollars.
Okay. It would prevent producing debt. Okay, I see what you're saying. Whoa, that's I don't think I'm ready to answer it because it's something that needs thought. I think it sounds like a good idea on one hand, but it sounds like a terrible idea on the other hand, because sounds like good because you're stopping to produce debt, but it sounds terrible because you are limiting people. So I don't think I'm ready to answer that right now. I think I like to share it with the guys, with our community, and maybe see what they think, maybe see what other people think.
Yeah, if people want to get the bigger rewards, they have to buy some stake.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Totally, I see what you're saying, but it's still limits, right? So
yes.
And I see good things and I see bad things. So I think I'm not ready to. I think it's a good idea, it's a fresh idea. It's a fresh idea. I've never heard that idea before. I've never heard anyone talk about it in Steam as well. So it's interesting, but maybe anyone else has an opinion straight away on that.
I like the idea.
Yeah, Anthony, do you think it's good?
Oh yeah. Mughead and I had talked about it before, and yeah, I was on board. I wasn't on board at first, and then we rehashed it a little bit, and then I got on board.
Do you not think it would scare people off? This is my main concern when I first hear about it. When somebody new comes in and let's say he's an amazing writer or whatever, an amazing painter or an amazing blogger, and he comes in and his initial stake, let's say, I don't know, 500 Steam power or whatever, and we tell him, all right, you cannot earn more than 1,000, sorry, or 2,000, whatever. My math is bad, so it's good that I'm not the economy guy for Golos. But what I was gonna say would not scare people off a little bit.
Well, I had an opinion on it, and it was an opinion. It was a dissenting opinion. I think that the gamification, I guess, or maybe gamification is the right word, but having a leveling system is not necessarily a great idea if you put it like that idea raw is just not a good idea, I think, because it seems arbitrary. Like you can and it kind of adds a level of complexity that I think is unneeded. And I understand the idea to add incentive to owning the bests, but I don't know. I mean, my gut feeling just tells me that I don't like it. But yeah, we discussed it quite a bit on Steam Speak.
I think the main idea, if I understand correctly, I think the main idea is not to buy Golos power, but the main idea is to stop debt production. I don't know, Maghat, am I correct?
It's to incentivize buying Golos and being part of the ecosystem to deserve to earn the big rewards. And it's also to prevent random people from just gaining a huge reward that they are just going to cash out anyway.
Hey, real quick, I'm trying to get more people to join, but they're saying that the video call is full.
Yep.
Is there any way to increase it?
No, they can only go on YouTube. Unfortunately, this is not. Unfortunately, this is the. I will now share a link.
Who are you inviting? I could step out.
Well,
P-Funk.
Yeah.
We can kick one of the Russian guys out. It's in English. Let's kick one of the Russian guys out. We have a few with us. So who out of the Russian guys wants to get kicked out? Come on, guys, be honest. Anatoly, are you all right with stepping on YouTube for now? Because I don't have a mic.
I'm going to kick out. You can kick me out, I mean, because I'm going to have dinner and I will just watch. And then.
All right. No problem.
I would just want to say maybe you could also just limit the total reward pool per day. And alternatively, we've also been thinking about the other way around. So people who already have a gazillion of Steam power or Golos power would earn less. And people having less Golos power would earn more. But yeah, I'm also following Nate's explanation of not having these kind of more difficult stuff in place. But yeah, I'm stepping out of the game. I'm just watching on YouTube.
Okay, Roland.
Have a nice weekend.
Okay.
I think that would be a very dangerous precedence because you're undermining the value of holding Golos or Steam power by making it less profitable to hold Steam power. That's going to destroy the system.
I think if it was a witness parameter, they could destroy it, or they could, implement it any way they think that the community wants. So if it was the witnesses set a 200% initially, and then they decide, well, you know what, let's go to 500% as the cap. I
I think it's a good idea, but there's two things One is I'm just gonna just 2 seconds. Nath, if you want, you can join one person now. I'm sorry, there's only 10 people max. Back to you, Anthony. You know, one thing is that not giving witnesses too much power. You know, that's one thing, because if they can decide on everything and everything and everything, then you know they then become too powerful. And another thing is, I do agree with Nathan Roland on the complicated bit. I mean, the Steam economy or the Golos economy, you know, because it's the same, obviously, is the most complicated economy that okay, not the most complicated thing in the world, but you know, it's not rocket science, obviously, but it is very difficult to grasp. And the more and more things you add to it, for example, the other day, I heard an idea of somebody say, let's add a fourth token. And you know, I had to stop the guy at the beginning because I said, no, you cannot add anything, because if you add another token to this, people would just go, you know, and his idea was good. I can't exactly remember what it was, but I don't remember if it was on one of those hangouts or whether it was in a private conversation. But
I bet I know who it was. It was probably Smooth or Arhag, I forget, but they wanted like an investment token, right?
I think it was something like that, but it wasn't Smooth. I think maybe they heard of them and they translated it to here. But can you just imagine another token being added to this, and it would absolutely put people off. I mean, people are put off anyways by the difficulty.
Yeah, I think for sure that we should strive for higher level abstractions instead of adding more complexity to the base. Well, you know, we can add more complexity. It's just it needs to be simple. You know, I keep coming back to it, but I say like Facebook has things where your company can get a Facebook page and they can pay Facebook to have it promoted and whatever. But this kind of stuff doesn't need to be shown to the user, even though it's an incredibly complex inner workings of Facebook. They don't show all of that to the front end user, and I think that that's what Steemit should strive to do. You know, right now Steemit has kind of a verbose client, and Golos is kind of a verbose client, and it shows everything. So I think if we want to get users onboarded, we should strive to simplify it as much as possible. But I mean, I'm always open to new ideas.
I think I partially agree. I think that we should have the option in our clients to show more and less options. As in, we should show all those things that we show because we strive to be a decentralized economy and an open economy. But maybe I do agree with you, but there is a simplified version where you don't see, for example, not everybody wants to know, I don't know, no, there's a lot of things not everybody wants to know. So maybe it's a good option to enable and disable some things in your client. I would have a few, I'm just going to read out a few comments here on YouTube quickly. Comment from Valerie. This is our blockchain keyman, saying hello to everybody from Shtab. In Russian, Shtab is headquarters. So hello to everybody from headquarters. The Golos team is with you. Yeah, this is one of our lead developers. And then we have a question from Alexander. He's asking, my question isn't why Golos has chosen such special method of block production. And another question, why is border between alpha and beta for Golos? What is the border? Okay, I will start with the easiest. The border is the end, the first payout. So as soon as the first payout happens, we will step into beta, but it doesn't mean that's the only thing that is dividing us between alpha and beta. There is many things in the background, but I will follow Nathan's advice and not list everything. And then the first question was, why has Golos chosen such special method of block production? I'm not sure if I understand correctly, but if you're talking about graphing as in the algorithm, one of the main reasons was the amount of how many transactions you can do, and all per minute or per second, and also the amount of options and the amount of things you can develop on graphing. If I understood your question, then this is the answer. If not, then you can just drop another comment and I will try and answer. Okay. All right. Hello, this Team Power.
Hey guys.
Hi girls.
Hi.
Okay,
How
so
are
we have
you?
more girl power here now.
Good.
Hello.
Hi, first.
Hey,
Hello.
Steam Power, how are you?
Good. What's
So,
up?
well, girls, what's your nickname? So I can put your usually you put a face to a nickname. We do the opposite. We put a nickname to a face right now. So what's your nickname on Steam? So I know who I'm.
We're the Steam Power twins, but she's Modern Mama and I'm Guarantee on our individual blogs.
Oh, nice, cool. So have you come through Nate? Yeah, do you use Golos at all? Have you joined the Golos platform
No,
yet?
but what's interesting is my makeup video on Steam It, 90% of the viewers were from Russia.
All right, so you have a huge incentive to go and post on Golos then.
Yeah, I've seen the website. It looks kind of confusing on exactly like where to post though.
You mean as in because it's in Russian or
No, it translated it. I don't know why. It just seems confusing to me.
Okay, by the way, you can go, I'll show you right now because I have I'm sharing my screen. If you, right, I'm on Steam, let me just go into.
Oh, I see it up here on the screen. Yeah, maybe I wasn't at the right website. Cause
No, this is Steam. I'm on Steam right now. Let me just go on Golos and I will show you what I meant.
Well, yeah, because the
Okay,
Golos.io front page still kind of just gives the ICO details and doesn't.
Not anymore.
Look like
Not anymore. Not anymore. We've dropped that. So now when you go onto the main page, you go into trending, but the trending is for 1 month or even 1.5 months because we have not had our first payouts. But basically, what I was gonna say, if you click on the icon, and basically the same as in Steam on your avatar, and then you go to the second thing from the bottom, which is options. Then on here, the first option here is choose a language, and you can choose English over here.
Okay.
And press that. All the buttons, obviously the posts won't be translated, but it will be much easier because all the buttons, as you can see now, I can see submit a story, and crowd. Everything is in English right now, as in all the buttons: hot, new, home, trending, active. All the menus became in English, so I think it would be a good option for somebody who's not speaking Russian, but wants to post on Golos. So that's one thing. Life easier.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely have to make a post.
Okay, cool. Would really look forward to that. Where's your twin gone? Are you really twins, or is that a marketing move?
No, we're really twins, and it's a
All right.
marketing move, I guess.
So it's a kind of both. Because for a second when she was there, okay, now I can see. Okay, well, who's older?
She is Cassie.
Okay, you said it like it sounded a bit of a malicious kind of thing. She's older, I'm younger, right? Haha. It kind of
By
sounded
7
like
minutes.
that. Okay, cool. Guys, anybody else wants to say hello to the Steam Power twins? I'm sure you do. Come on. Everybody's shy now.
Hi, Nate.
Thanks for making it in.
What's that?
I said thank you for making it here.
Oh yeah, of course. Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah. Well,
Girls.
Sorry.
No, go on, Nate. Go on, Nate. I have a question, but I will ask after you. Go on.
I was just going to say this is the Golos team English meetup, in case you weren't aware, and we're live on YouTube too. Okay, that's it.
No, they was thinking, they were thinking now what to do because the live on YouTube kind of mixes people up. Now, what I was going to ask you, we have daily hangouts, and yesterday we had this new idea because we have one more girl here. She's she helped me to co-host all the shows. Her name is Anna, and she was in SteamFest. I don't know if you girls were, so I'm not aware if you've met before or not. But what I was going to say, yesterday we had this very nice idea, and we had a total girl day. So there was 20 girls, and now once per week they have these girls hangouts, and no men allowed. So I think Steam should do the same thing. Because everybody knows that girls, as much as we, can make jokes and brag on about how cool we are, we all know that your opinion is what makes the world go round. Really.
Yes, we do know that.
Okay, right. So I should have even started with that.
No, that's awesome that they're doing a girls hangout. I actually was talking to a bunch of girls at Steamfest and trying to get a girls meetup here, but it's hard because everyone is so spread out.
Are you, were you at Steamfest?
Yes, I was.
Have you met Anna?
She looks familiar, but I don't recall meeting her. No.
She was the crazy girl that was probably drinking everybody more than everybody else and shouting and making all the jokes, you know. Anna, hey.
No, it's not true. It's not true.
I wish we would have met at Steamfest, though.
Yes, I remember your face, but we're not talking. with
Oh,
you.
bummer.
Sorry.
Did you
But we
have a
can
good
talking in chat and rocking chat, for example, to each other.
What's that?
Okay. We can chatting. With
She
each
said
other.
that you can guys chat on Rocket Chat.
Yeah.
I have a question. If you can hear me.
Yes, Magad, we can hear you fine, man.
With respect to the changes that Steemit is doing in the monetary policy, to what extent is Golos going to adopt the same changes, or are you going to have your own monetary policy?
It's a question that will be decided not obviously by me or the dev team. It's a question that will be decided by everybody. Obviously, there will be a hard fork that, because now we think quite positive about the changes. So obviously there will be a hard fork, an offer for the next hard fork release. And if everybody accepts it, then everybody accepts it. If not, then not. This wasn't short. Okay, so Fia, do you have any questions for me or for the girls? Okay, Fia, don't tell me you don't have any questions. I'm really surprised.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, of course.
But maybe girls have some questions.
Yeah, maybe girls. Maybe you have some questions.
Our twins are doing is awesome. I think we will see them succeed greatly, becoming a regular magazine, presentation, television, whatever. I mean, look at them. They are gorgeous. They are television pretty.
Yeah.
They're high quality here. That's good for my investments.
So it's good to see that you're thinking from the financial perspective.
Oh yeah, that of course. Is there any other perspective?
Well, there's, you know, it depends what you think makes the world go round, love or money.
No, money and love. No, but you know that. I mean, if you don't have money, you have no freedom. If you have no freedom, you are like, I don't want to do anything, just pajamas and nothing else. So, you know, it's important that all of you guys are gonna get rich, gonna get filthy, stinking rich. But it's not gonna be like easy money. You got to work up the platform, work up the community, create communities, you know. I mean, first we're gonna have one core community, like one strong unit, which we are now. But later we have to make expansion so that we can have many circles. Like we become one huge Venn diagram of smaller and larger communities and political people that are in one click here and other political people that are in one click there, and maybe some of these people and some of these people, like the cartoons in the middle, or you know, they have some common ground. But you know, I'm listening to everybody's ideas, and there is always great ideas in this community. On Rocket Chat and on Steamspeak.com, we got, I mean, pretty much everybody here has you know, a regular on Steamspeak, where we talk about all kinds of crazy things and normal things and everything in the middle. So yeah, I'm very, very positive to Steemit, and maybe not so positive to Golos, because I think Golos has a smaller market, while Steemit has a global market, and Golos is more Russian market. So you have a limitation to how big you can make it, but you know, we're
well,
moving forward.
To expand on what Forsaken was just saying, do you as Golos, how do you plans to market Golos to the wider audience? Or, well, let me start with, are you planning on marketing Golos at all, like commercials or something like that? And then if so, are you planning to market to a larger audience than just Russians?
I see what you're asking, and I hear what Fear is saying, and to an extent I agree with Fear, but there is always a but, isn't there? You have to understand the Russian economy and the Russian market, and you have to understand the situation that not only, first of all, it's not only Russia. We have 260 million, 350 million, if I'm not mistaken, Russian speakers around the world, which is not the smallest market in the world. Okay, 350 million. We're talking of, okay, it's obviously not the 2-point-something billion English speakers, but it's a much smaller market, obviously, and I absolutely agree that Steam marketing-wise has got much more options that we do. But when you talk about well, are we going to market it? Okay, we haven't marketed the ICO in English because this was part of the agreement with Steemit. This is part of the license, not to market it in English, as in the ICO. Although I know websites, and I've had people contact me and ask me questions in English about it, and they've done it on their own behalf. It's nothing that comes from us. But as in marketing it to others, well, why not? But obviously they will have the problem, and they will have the issue that the Russian community had on Steam. But then again, when you speak about the market as a whole, in Russia, a project like this is much more needed than Steam is in the USA, and I'll explain to you why. Over here, freedom of speech is much more valued, and blockchain and project like Golos gives you that. It gives you the freedom and the right to post anything you want, anywhere you want. So it's much more needed.
So do you earn Steam on Golos, or is it a different coin?
No, you're only on Golos. It's a fork of Steam, so it's everything like in Steam, but it's a different blockchain.
I see.
So it's a different coin.
So are you guys allowed to publish your? First of all, we have a new guest to the podcast, to the show.
Who's that? I missed that.
That's TJ.
Somebody's. You guys are all talking about cars and who? I don't see any car. Am I missing something out here?
Yeah. It's TJ. TJ is playing with the Tonka truck. Hello, TJ.
Hey, TJ.
I was just gonna ask if you guys are allowed to publicize the actual full agreement between Steemit and you.
Whoa, good question. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know.
Well, there you go. And hey, was the agreement in Russian or English?
You know what? I've joined the team later, so I don't know. I can't answer that. But I think it was in English. I'm pretty sure that the agreement was in English. And don't forget that part of the agreement is collaboration, which means we're exchanging code with each other, which means we are having code review for each other. For example, I was saying it the other week. We had the avatars. We introduced them before Steemit did, and then Steemit, all they had to do, hey TJ, now I can see him. There we go. I had a problem with the with everything. He's so cute. And basically, what all Steemit had to do was just take a ready code and they used it, and that's what they did. And for example, like on Steemit now, you have what's it called, notifications inbuilt, and we don't have yet. So all we have to do is just take the code ready and do it. And this is part of the agreement, that we can use each other code and to improve issues that we find in each other's blockchains.
Yeah, I think Nate, he was probably curious, has the same curiosity as me in that are you guys not encouraged to advertise Golos towards English-speaking audiences?
Hey, once again, I know that I'm kind of trying not to answer the questions directly. If you've noticed, I'm joking.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing you
the
probably
thing
don't
is
know
that-
if you can say so or not.
No, no, I'll explain to you why. The thing is because the ICO is not finished yet. It's part of the agreement that we agreed not to do it. The reason was as soon as the ICO is finished, as far as I'm aware of, there are absolutely no agreements or anything that's stopping us to advertise. The thing is that anybody who's an English user, he has to understand what he will come into and what difficulties he will have. And when Fear is talking about market size, then I think that the amount of things that we can do just within the Russian-speaking 350 million users is so huge that I don't see it stopping. For example, look at vk.com, and I don't remember what place it's amongst the top popular website in the world, but I think it's top 100, isn't it? Dennis, do you remember what place vk.com is? And it's in a completely Russian website.
I don't say from yet, but I can look for it.
Okay, I can check it out. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that even websites that are only based in Russia can make, for example, Yandex made it popular, VK made it popular. Why not? Where's this? So I'm not seeing a car anymore, and I'm not hearing anyone anymore. Am I left all by myself? I'm not. I don't know.
No, you're still among friends.
The KGB is coming.
Yeah, okay. Who's the KGB is coming here?
No, not here. I'm in Peru.
By the way, according to Alexa, it's VK is number 14 in the world,
14.
and it's actually climbed in the last few months from 21. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, thanks. I was just gonna check, and it's not loading for me. So, you see that this is what I'm trying to say. So Russian websites do, and this is a strictly Russian website. Yeah, it has an English translation, but originally it was built as a social network for Russian-speaking people. And I'm sure it has more than 350 million users. I don't know where they take them from. But Telegram, for example, that was a Russian and messenger as well in the beginning. Now it's not anymore. So the world is ahead of us. Guys, anyone else? Anyone else has anything to say? Anyone to ask? Yeah, Nath is commenting here to this team twins that you guys are just laughing without a mic on, no fun. So basically we're seeing like a frozen picture of you girls laughing. I think that's what Nath meant. Now we can hear you laughing, but the picture is still froze, so we can still see your faces on with a smile, so it's a good thing.
Well, I guess just what do you think Golos' next steps are after the ICO?
The first step is to choose a dev team.
To the moon.
And build a rocket ship.
The next step after building a rocket ship is making a budget and following that budget for the next 1.5 years. And one of our ideas is to try and monetize the foundation. I'm sure you all read Steam's ideas, and we share the same ideas about comments and about going to other websites and comments that earn money and etc etc etc. There are many ways to do it. So there are many plans really. Well, the first is obviously to have a budget, to have a dev team, and to see what the community has to say, because we want to introduce voting thing on the website. As in that's not but usually how do people how does the voting work now? Somebody writes a post, and then people upvote it, and that's the whole voting. We want to introduce a proper voting tool, so you can instead of a post ask a question, and then people either vote. You have 4 or 5 voting options, and then it gives you what I'm talking about, right? I just don't know how what to name it.
Yeah, you're fine.
And then also in April we are making a Golos/Steam festival in Moscow. So you're all guys invited to it.
That's so exciting.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very big event, and Roland is with us already
Whoa.
to help us to do it. So
Hey, when Roland there, it's a party.
oh, of course, yeah. I'm not Roland, but I promise you that I'll try and organize it in the best way the best way possible.
That's wonderful.
So I have a question. I feel like right now Steemit is leaving advertising up to the users and pretty much marketing up to the users. Is Golos doing, or does Golos have an advertising budget, and what are you guys doing to advertise Golos?
Yeah, we do have an advertising budget. In our budget, part of it, I'm not going to say what it is now because we're still working on the budget and we'll publish it in 2 weeks. But we do have an advertisement, how do you call it? An advertisement point.
A campaign.
Or a market. Yeah, advertisement campaign. Sorry, I missed the word there. And all the decisions that we want to make on development will be based on the analyzing the marketing and analyzing the statistics, which means all our decisions, most of our decisions will be marketing based, probably.
Wonderful.
But at the same time, we do hope that users do that at the same time.
Right.
Just like Steam does. I hope I answered that question over there. Okay, and one twin is left. We're left with one twin now. Yeah, go on.
I'm happy that you're advertising. I think that, well, I don't know. Do you see Golos as going in a different direction than Steemit is in terms of like implementing features, or do you hope to work together really intimately with Steemit to implement features? Like your team works on one feature, they're working on another, or something like that.
We hope to do what's best for the community, but
yeah, well,
but to try and answer that, we will be working. We are working closer with Steam already, and like I said, our main goal at the end of the day is a dream to have a single client with all those platforms that will add. There's no technology in place right now to combine blockchains, but I hope it will be there, and one day it will exist.
So on a more personal note, is this is this your full-time job, I guess, now?
Yes, but I am not officially. Like I said, I'm the now. I'm the manager, but so I'm not on the dev team right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been my full-time job for the past 2.5 months or so.
That's wonderful. I hope it works out for you.
Yeah, I really hope so as well. Otherwise, that will be bad. Well, anything else, guys? Any other questions? Anybody wants to go ahead and? Okay, so if not, then I think we can ready to wrap it up there before anything's doing something is.
No, I guess not.
Happens, like I said. Okay, no problem, guys. You see what, sorry, Nate?
I said I see a lot of muted microphones.
Yeah, when you see muted microphone, it means you have to wrap it up. Okay, guys, thanks everybody for coming and joining us. Like I said, we will be doing it every fortnight in English instead of once per week, because we do realize that everybody's busy with other projects in Steam as well, and I think it will be more productive for those kind of hangouts to happen once a fortnight rather than on a weekly basis. Fear is absolutely, I can see by your face that it's an agreement face. It's an agreement expression.
It's good days. It's good days.
It's happy days, and it's happy time in Peru.
It is Friday. It's trading week is almost over. I mean, we just gonna party all over the weekend. Guys come to SteamSpeak voice chat. We can hang out there and talk and just chill, play some Cards Against Humanity.
Definitely, I think I'll be popping in. I mean, the next 12 hours I'll be watching CC Cage and Tony Cutugno and other 80s bands. So everybody who's in Moscow and wants to join the 80s disco is welcome to do so. Yeah, and by the way, here's the link to Discord, discord.steamspeak.com. I will copy that onto YouTube.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we have a Golos section in our SteamSpeak as well. So
that's true. You can speak Ruski if you
there?
want to. No.
Anyone is there?
No, not a
no, it's okay.
You can make it happen.
I haven't seen anybody ever.
We had. That's the important part.
Oh, you have had somebody?
Well, we used to send people down there if they have like a noisy microphone or something.
So it's like a punishment corner, right?
It is right now, but you guys should definitely populate it and because we can send a radio station down to your room from time to time and have you in a program broadcast, and I think that'd be good for the combination of Steam and Golos. We are interested in what's happening on the Golos side of things, and everyone is always interested in what happened on the Steam side of thing. And just to have the radio station going 24/7, because we are in all time zones and we want to include people from all time zones. Ned can pop up at 5 in the morning, with an announcement that happens. So it's definitely the place to be if you want to be in the what is happening on Steam right now zone.
And it builds up the community. I think that's important, especially for Golos as well. I think if a lot of people can connect in a way like SteamSpeak does for Steam, I think
it makes them feel more invested.
Oh yeah, definitely, guys. I'll be advertising that too on our hangouts. I'll definitely we have about 50 or 60% of our users who can, they have well enough spoken English to be able to communicate. So I think that I'll be advertising it, and I hope that some people do drop by and say hello. And we do have Ned here as well, by the way, so you don't have to show off about that. We do get Ned as well on our hangouts. No, I was only kidding there. But we did have him, yeah, and Ned was quite positive about the whole thing. Well, obviously, because they gave the license in the first place. Plus, they get paid, so, they can't not be very positive.
I would hope so, yeah.
You better have his money when you come to collect. Pay up, pay up, pay up.
Oh, don't worry. That money has been put aside from day one. It's under good defense, and it's cleared. Okay, guys. So
at all, does it?
Guys, thanks for popping in. I do hope to see you back here in a fortnight. We will remind you when this will happen again, or if we have a change in plans. And I hope that till then I'll fortnight. Yes, thank you. And then I hope that till then I'll hop into Discord SteamSpeak myself.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Are you on Steam?
Yeah, I'll write you my name. Go on my nickname on Steam. I thought I was a popular person on Steam.
Serge and myself. So who are we talking to? Are we talking to Serge? Are we talking to yourself?
It's both. It's both of us, always both of us, and my cat as well. Where's my cat? I don't know where it is.
Serge, myself, and Irene.
It has actually came from there. About 2 weeks ago, we had a blockchain meetup, and then we had a big after party afterwards. That was organized by myself and by the Golos team. There was about 80 or 100 different blockchain enthusiasts, and I called them cryptomaniacs, but all right, whatever. And then everybody was asking me, so why is your nickname Siraja and myself? Are you Tom? What's his name? What's the actor name who was in Me, Myself, and Irene? What was it?
Yeah, exactly. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, yeah. Everybody was, are you fine? I was like, no.
Serge, myself, and Irene.
Yeah, it kind of got stuck since then. I don't know. I mean, it's been what, 20 years since that movie came out? How long has it been? I don't know, 15 years? Surely.
I mean, it could be worse. It could,
Yeah?
yeah, it could be like Everybody Loves Serge.
Oh, you gave me a good idea there. I think I'll be changing that.
Yeah, grab the domain before somebody takes it.
I might start to make bots. Everybody loves Serge. And then when they
Everybody
upvote
loves Serge.
and then when those bots start to upvote Serge and myself, then I'll just be like, no, they have nothing to do with me. Obviously, I mean that's not. Nagana probably already owns that domain.
Yeah.
Does he? Why do you say that?
Oh well, Nagano is like he's a name squatter. He took a bunch of usernames on Steam and he bought a whole bunch of domains. He's just a well-known.
We actually did that thing on Golos. We have booked 800 popular blogging names in Russia. Yeah, no, seriously, we did it as a marketing move because we decided that we get domain squatters or name squatters, and in case they ever do decide to come here, we will find the safe way. We will send them an email with their private key. No, I'm joking. We will not send them an email with their private key, but we will find the safe way on how to pass them the information, and we will do that. But we thought it would be a good idea to do that rather than, because a lot of people, like bloggers especially, they want to write under their own name. They don't want to be called something else. So we did that. Okay, guys, I will kind of wrap it up unless anybody has something really important they want to say. Okay, Anthony's drinking Friday tea. It should be something else rather than a tea, although we don't know what is inside the cup. Yeah, whatever, Starbucks, but we don't know what's inside, so it could be anything.
What's in vodka?
Yeah, it's obviously vodka.
Obviously.
Okay, guys.
Friday, vodka, claro.
Oh, we just had a new
we have
person
somebody
join.
else. Alright, it looks like it's gonna go on forever then. Why not?
Yeah,
And we
the
see a
party
code
is
there
here
as well.
now.
Yeah. Screw that. Screw going anywhere else.
Can you guys hear
Let's
me?
get out the beers then. Yeah, we can hear you, man. Hey, man.
Cool. It's Winston.
Hey, Winston.
Yeah, hey, Winston. How's it going, man?
You chose the worst time.
Oh, did I for real? What's going on?
Nothing, man. What's up?
And there's no post.
I just saw you guys had a hangout, and I kept trying. It was full for a minute. Did someone just leave?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been so popular that people have been just fighting for a place.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't have a camera, so you guys will have to just deal with some sound.
Yeah, but you have
we can. By the way, you're sharing a screen. You know that, don't you?
Yeah. We can see all your
So we
private
can see
keys.
Oh, for real? How do I turn that crap off?
I
I don't know. Just go into your settings, I guess.
No. It's on your left. There is like screen share button.
It's showing TeamSpeak.
It's a green arrow.
That's kind of like a live chat.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's what's it
Hello,
called? It's,
Mr. Wang.
Steam Trail. Is the Steam Trail the Discord Steam Trail chat, right?
Oh, I
This is
see it.
This is TeamSpeak.
TeamSpeak Discord, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll stop presenting it to everybody now because it's not nice when I was presenting it to everybody. But I had to see what was going on there. I couldn't see, so I was curious to see. Hey, Winston, do you have anything that you wanted to jump in and say there?
Not in particular. I just want to see what was going on.
Wow.
They're colluding
were
with the
about to wrap
Russians,
it up.
Winston.
In the words of Robbie Williams, party like a Russian. That's but we were actually gonna wrap it up, but I don't know if I should now, because I feel kind of guilty now that I'll wrap it up and Winston will
Yeah,
miss
way to
out
go,
on
Winston.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, before I bore everybody else to death, guys, let us wrap it up, and I do hope that you guys have a good weekend. I hope that nobody else joins in the next 5 seconds. So
Everybody wants to join your show now, man.
I don't know what you
waiting
did.
list.
I don't know what it is. Is it fear? Could it be fear, or could it be the Steam Twins? I don't know which one of you was. Which one of you did the marketing?
It's a very
But,
good combination.
Well, it could be somebody else as well. I'm not saying that nobody else has got a. For example, it could have been, I don't know. Could have been Nate. Could have been P-Funk. I know it wasn't P-Funk because nothing that I have against P-Funk. It's just that P-Funk is here regularly, and it wasn't him.
Wait, who marketed the chat?
Yeah, as in for the English, because usually on the English hangout we have about 5-6 people.
Oh, P-Funk
You know,
invited me in.
I think it was Nate.
Well, I invited you.
Okay, so we
You
have a
invited
full
me?
blown Steam Trail kind of thing.
Yeah,
you
it just
know?
went crazy. It went viral.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'll be here next fortnight though. This is fun.
Sure. I hope to see you. I hope hearing from you, man. Would be good. Okay, guys, let's wrap it up. This is the 10th time I say that. I hope you guys have a good weekend. It's been good having you. And do join Golos and post a post. We will upvote you. We will promote and upvote.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
guys. Have a
You
nice
too have a great week, and then don't drink too much.
I'll try. I'm not gonna promise.
Don't go full Nogano.
No, never do
Okay, guys. Nice seeing you guys.
Yeah,
All right,
thank you.
bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.